The government of Donald J. Trump, all the way from the United States of America, has approved a whooping sum of $32.5 million as an aid package to tackle hunger in Nigeria. Man, this is huge. So what happened is that the administration of Donald J. Trump have seen that hunger is one of the biggest challenges prevalent in the Nigeria of today, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. Do not forget that the government of Donald J. Trump had earlier in this year had suspended the American government involvement on foreign aid, on every international aid. And they did this through their United States of American Aid for International Development, what we call the USAID. They suspended and started grinding many of their offices, many of their operations across the world, in West Africa, in Sub-Saharan Africa. And while the American government was doing that, it was very obvious to the members of the world that there was going to be a very big problem because of American government involvement, especially with respect to global health, in fighting HIV and AIDS, as well as in humanitarian activities. So having the government of Donald J. Trump cutting off their funding through USAID, which ran into billions of dollars, just in the last month of August, I think effective from 29th of August, the government of Donald J. Trump equally went further to cut about $4.9 billion, which was part of what is remaining after the government had, earlier cut off most of their, major funding through USAID. And ever since then, the government of Donald J. Trump has shifted their focus to America and Americans, on how to make America better, how to make America more richer. And in view of that, Donald J. Trump has also increased tariff for many countries across the world. He reviewed the existing tariffs of most countries of the world and decided to add more percentage to existing tariff. And Nigeria as a country was not exceptional. Nigeria was not exempted from that. I think currently, for all goods and services that is exported to the United States of America, I think currently attract a tariff of about 10 to 15%. And do not also forget that just recently, I think effective from the 29th of August as well, 2025, that based on the executive order that was given by Donald J. Trump, that every shipping services that is handled by Nigeria Postal Services that is sent to the United States of America will attract a tax of $80. So you are going to convert this money in Nigerian local currency and you're going to pay equivalent, because every postal services now that goes to the United States of America through Nigeria Postal Service Commission, that very parcel will attract a tax of $80. You know what I mean? Therefore, it is quite surprising that at this material time, Donald J. Trump had to make a U-turn to, donate a whooping sum of $32.5 million as an aid package for tackling hunger in Nigeria. They lamented that many cities or many states in the northern part of Nigeria, which have been affected by insecurity and other crises, that a lot of people are currently, experiencing intense hunger, lack of shelter, and, related, hardship. And in view of that, decided to donate this $32.5 million to help the Nigerian government in fighting and tackling hunger in the land. Well, it is obvious that Tinubu and his administration never agreed that there is hunger in this country, Nigeria. But here is the United States of America. They recognize that there is hunger in the land, and they donated this, huge amount of money. It is not so much a very big amount of money, so to say, when you compare it to the type of money that politicians swindles in this country. You know what I mean? But it's a huge amount of money because it is being donated by, United States of America or external body. Otherwise, in all sincerity, Nigeria as a sovereign nation does not need any donation for hunger tackling or for tackling hunger from any country, because we have resources and we make money. But unfortunately, our politicians continue to mismanage, the resources of this country. Many are already speculating, saying that we sincerely hope that at the end of the day, that the government will use this $32.5 million to actually tackle the hunger for which it is meant for, and the onward, donation from the United States of America. This was actually made public by United States of America mission in Nigeria. They categorically maintain that this is to help to tackle hunger problem in Nigeria. Well, we sincerely hope that at the end of the day, that this money is utilized effectively, as supposed. And this will also continue to be a reminder to every one of us that if in 21st century, countries are still donating money to us to fight hunger, it means we are still in problem. We are still in trouble. And it all boils down to political leadership, which is one of the reasons I'm, present on this media space. Telling Nigerians and reminding Nigerians once again that so long we do not get our leadership, political leadership correct, we will continue to bring some of this embarrassment to us as Nigerians, which is one of the reasons you go to this embassy, they go knock you reject, go this one, they go knock you reject, people don't respect you and all of that. Because our politicians will continue to make policies out of inexperience, out of the grab and desire for power, not the desire to lead, meaningfully in order to put people out of poverty. They will continue to cause problem and people will continue to go hungry. And then the international community will look at us and begin to pity us and begin to dash us money. Well, we commend the government of Donald J. Trump, for stretching a hand of fellowship to the Nigerian community to make this very donation. But at this point, I'll allow you guys to be the judge. Don't forget to let me know what you think in the comment section and share this video. Man, another person, Siam. God bless you.